Okay, Starsky&Hutch, the 21st Century Environmental Explorers. We're here now in Northumberland, and we're going to show you that the energy crisis in the UK can be prevented if you just let people show you how to be done it.
This illustration shows that we've got three systems in use. We've got a vehicle, a household and a power station, and each of these systems is each wasting heat and producing carbon dioxide, and most of that heat is waste. The system that we've invented here uses a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, and it combines the three systems into one. So the waste heat from the vehicle engine is captured and used to heat the buildings and hot water. The electric generator of the vehicle is used to generate electricity, to charge up its own electric batteries, and also to upload to the grid. This solves the problem of having to have more power stations to charge up increasing numbers of electric vehicles. And the third part of this is the carbon dioxide that is produced by this vehicle engine can be captured and used or stored and also filtered. And a big part of being able to filter the exhaust gases from vehicles used in this way is that it can solve air pollution from the three biggest causes, which is transport, power production and heating, which according to the World Health Organization costs 66,000 lives a year in the UK alone, 800,000 lives a year across Europe, and costs the UK economy about £7 billion a year. If enough vehicles were using this system, it would mean that we wouldn't need to build additional nuclear power stations in Great Britain, and an estimation is that just 7 additional nuclear power stations would cost around £250 billion. So this system could be funded by the cost avoidance of not having to build additional nuclear power stations. What most people don't realise is that between 60 and 95% of the energy in the petrol or diesel we put into our cars ends up being lost to the atmosphere as waste heat. What this system enables us to do is capture and harness that waste heat and put it to good use to heat our homes. This system would use a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, and whenever possible the vehicle would drive around on batteries, and then when the vehicle came to a building and was then stationary, the vehicle would dock, and that would enable everything we're about to see to happen, to harness all the waste heat from the engine to heat our homes, and also for the vehicle to become an electricity generator for the vehicle's batteries itself, but also the building that it's docked next to, and for upload to the grid for other electricity consumers to use. Underneath the bonnet of a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle is an engine with a cooling system, a radiator, an exhaust system and an electric generator which is underneath that shelf. When the engine is started to produce electricity, when the vehicle's docked on the drive, also produces waste heat, and when it's docked, these components here show that the waste heat is now captured by a thermal energy storage system, which can be simply a large insulated tank of hot water which can be situated underneath the ground, so it doesn't take up any space in the building. On this prototype we've rigged up a number of thermometers so we can measure the temperature of the water coming out the engine, which is typically up around 65 degrees. We can measure the temperature of the water coming out of the tank after it's been through the heat exchange coils, and we can also measure the temperature of the water inside the tank, which is currently around 37 degrees. So we can, by putting an electric load on the generator, we can measure the waste heat that's been transferred to the tank, and in the last run we did, the heat was being produced and put into the tank at around 8 kilowatts, and that's waste heat that would otherwise have been lost to the environment. This is a simple, safe, cost-effective solution, a major part of the solution to our energy crisis and our climate crisis. One thing I'd ask you to do, if what you see here you like the look of, contact your political representative and ask them, why are we not using plug-in hybrid electric vehicles as combined heat and power plants to heat our homes, produce our electricity, and enable the filtration of the exhaust gases from the three biggest causes of air pollution: transport, power generation and heating.
We only need 5 million out of 61 million to do it, don't we?
Yeah.
So, and they don't need everybody to do it, just a small percentage, and then we're doing well.
Yeah, do you want me to say that?